Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So, I didn't realize that today is it is October 12th, 2024. And I forgot to do my decks I got in quarter three. I was so excited to do it, and then I just completely set my mind. Because I've been doing new this year, the top 10 decks that I received in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, that either had an impact on me. The top 10 decks either had an impact on me, or made me change the way I see something, or were just pretty to look at. And this one, quarter three, was kind of tough because there was a lot of mediocre, kind of. And then there was only like four that were like fantastic. So, because I did quarter one and quarter two that were top 10, I still stuck with top 10 in this one, even though I'm kind of on a couple, like three or four. But this is the decks I got in the third quarter of the year. The top 10 decks that, like I said, either had an impact or something. So, without further ado, let's look at these. So, I'm doing them in order of when I bought them. So, in July, I bought the Green Witch Oracle deck. It is published by Adams Media. Yeah. I've been eyeing this deck for months. And it's a typical Oracle size deck. The backs are gorgeous. I usually shuffle them like this. Because they're fantastic that way. I can still riffle shuffle these, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just prefer, because they're so wide, this way. Cardstock is kind of cardboardy. But then I looked at the cards and I'm like, these are flipping gorgeous. I was kind of kicking myself that I did not get these before I got them. Because they've been on my list for months. And look at that. Trunk. Stability, loyalty, reliability. And I like that there's multiple keywords on it. I love the fall and autumn look to this. I love the wintry feel to it. I like the spring feel to it. All the seasons are in here, and I love all of them. Now, that's my dog off in the corner, licking herself, and she sounds like she's a rabid dog. Like, she's being weird right now. But anyway, I love this deck so hard. I even love the wintry feel of some of the cards. It's really, really beautiful. And I'm just shocked that I hadn't really got it before now. I'm like, why did you wait so long? Why? It's stunning. Look, we go from the bee and... What's the bee just now? The bee and spring it to an autumn card. The autumn card. Just stunning. And if we think about it, a spring and fall or autumn tend to have a lot of the same colors. They're just toned down. And they're beautiful. So that is the first deck. The Green Witch Oracle. So the second deck I got in July, that I'm like, oh yeah, is the... Oh. I've got it in a wrap here. I trimmed this down. This is one of my top dog decks. And I was like, I love you. It is the Pulp Tarot. It's mass market. Well, I think it's an indie deck. Got it off Amazon for like $20, $24. I edged it in black and red once I trimmed the edges off because it had horrible, huge white borders. Now it's more tarot in a 10 size. It was warped when I got it. I adored this deck with the borders, and I still hated the borders. I needed to take them off so the artwork could breathe. This is just stunning. It looks like old movie posters. Why are they all turned around now? What the heck? And I am here for it. I am here for it. It reminds me a lot of the zombie tarot. It's just stunning. Hey, stunning deck. I love it. I had a hard time trimming the borders off just because they weren't centered right either. But I, despite all that, love this deck. It is one of my probably top 10 for the year. And I don't say that, I say that lightly, considering I've had some of the other decks I've gotten this year that were like fully independent decks. So that is the Pulp Tarot. That is one of my faves this year, let alone in this. There's my cat. So the third deck I got in July is the Pathwork Oracle by Daniel Ahern. The artwork is by Tre Tarot, who we know and love. It's a U.S. Games deck. I love that it has a little arch here, so you could just pull it right off. There's only like 36 cards, right? 40 cards. But they pack a punch. And of course, it's Tre Taro's artwork. It's that nice, silky, sweet cardstock we know and love from U.S. Games. Like, think the Spirit Song Tarot. It's the same cardstock as that. But it's a marvelous shuffle. It has the same set as that deck, too. Love the backs. And, of course, I love anything Anatorian. So, of course, I was never not going to buy this. I saw, she actually stopped working on the Tarot of Echoes to work on this deck. And then once she said, oh, it's done, it's coming out, I didn't see it for like a year and a half. And then all of a sudden it was just out on US Games for $17. And I'm like, what? So I got it and I love it. And it's beautiful. It's one of those that's specifically for shadow work or path working or something like that. So it doesn't come out as often as my other Anatorian decks, but that's just because it's a very specific thing that it's being used for. But it's still stunning. Love the artwork. Love it to pieces. And it's gorgeous. So that is the Pathwork Oracle by Daniel Ahern. Artwork by Anatorian. So that's July. August. So that's 3 decks, right? August was another one that I freaking fell in love with. The Supernova Tarot. I had this on my list. It's by Lo Scarabeo. I had it on my list to get when it came out, and then I forgot about it. And then it just found out in August, that it was out. It had come out in May. And I'm like, what? And I immediately went and bought it and immediately loved it. The cardstock is their typical 2-part cardstock, glossy, thicker cards. And I've talked about this deck probably ad nauseum to you guys. I love this Wheel of Fortune. I love this deck. I love the boots. I love the hats. I love the 50s, 60s, and 70s vibe this deck gives you. With what they're wearing, what they're like, that looks like 50s style to me, or even maybe older. It's just beautiful, and it's vibrant, and it's a smart ass, and I freaking love it. Look at that pink water. And it was like $24. It does have, not on the minors it looks like, but the majors has the, astrological planetary symbols. I love that Nine of Pentacles. It's so stunning, and I love it. And I was like, yeah, this is fabulous. So this is one of my top 5 for the quarter that I was just like, yep, it's got to be in my top decks. So beautiful, so stunning. Look at the hat. That's crazy. Yeah, it's so stunning. I can't even explain it. I was looking for the tower. There it is. The tower's a high heel boot. I love it. 2 pieces. It's so cool. If you know, you know. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Get the deck. You'll know as soon as you get it. You'll be like, yeah, I know what she's talking about. Oh my gosh, that's my dog. Losing her mind today. She just wants to be outside all day. Hold on a second. So that was the Supernova Tarot. My first real get in August. Amazing. amazing. It's beautiful, and I loved it. I'm going to have to go back to the 7 brew. I got me a small matcha with whipped cream with lavender. It's so good, and it's gone. It's gone. Next, we have, in August, the Tarot of the 1001 Nights by Los Scarabeo. Artwork by Leon Carey. This deck, if you've been watching my channel, it's a Los Scarabeo. It's the older type with the 50 million languages on the cards. Backs are gorgeous. Fronts are gorgeous. I have a weird tie-in with Persian, Arabian, whatever you want to call it, artwork or anything Persian, because I have a past life that was Persian. And I'm always drawn to Persian things. And I did not know this deck existed until August. And I looked it up and I was like, and I had to get it. It is so stunning. I don't care that there's borders on it. I don't care that there's 40 million languages on it. Don't care that there's a snake that I just saw in it. It literally draws out that particular past life for me. And I think it's marvelous. It is so beautiful. And my collection, whatever you want to call it, of decks would not be complete without this deck, because it is so stinking beautiful. Now, I did buy a Japanese tarot deck, and I'm pretty sure the reason I'm into Japanese art is because of a past life thing, but I haven't come across that past life yet. This one I have. I was not a good person, and I feel like most of your past lives, you weren't a good person, or there wouldn't still be a lesson to be taught. You know what I mean? Here's my dog barking at the neighbor. I let her out, and now she's barking. And they are terrified over their dog, so I don't understand. Yeah. She barks at everybody. But yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck, and I freaking love it. I've used it a little bit. I do plan on to dive in more to that past life. But I've already gleaned so much from that past life that I'm like, I don't know how much more I want to uncover, because it's all bad. But that is the Tarot of 1001 Nights. Gorgeous, stunning deck. So that was August. Let's see. Are we still in August? I have a list here. Oh, yes, we are. This came right before my birthday. I put it in this blue, or this crow-looking pouch, raven, whatever. It is the Heartwood Tarot. This came literally 2 days before, like 2 or 3 days before my birthday. I was like, yay, birthday gift to me, even though I bought it months ahead, months before. It's got all these extra cards in it. I left them all in because I don't care. I've used it this past week. I split it up between, this was paired with the Oak Ash and Thorn, and then I stopped using that midway through the week and started using, because there was a spirit just kind of hanging around me that wouldn't leave me alone. And I'm like, why? And then Thursday and Friday, something said, I don't know why they're all turned around. That's crazy. Wow. Something told me to pull out the, oh my goodness. What do you call it? Oh my gosh. I just had it out last night. It's a blue deck. Cheap. The Uncommon Tarot. And of course, the first card I pulled on that, I was pulling cards, and my new buddy at work said, oh, that looks just like my uncle who's passed, and was also a medium. And I'm like, that's why it told me to pull this deck out. And so we figured out after having a conversation that the spirit that had been hanging around me all week was her grandfather, or her uncle, that was a medium. And she also had a grandmother that was a medium. And I'm like, whoa, they all passed many, many, many years ago. And I'm like, that's insane. So yeah, there's always a reason why a deck's telling you to use it. But this Heartwood I started using it into last week, and then halfway through this week I used it, and before I switched to the Uncommon Tarot and another deck. The Tarot of the Cosmic Seed, because I got the Tarot, the Awakening Oracle to match the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. The second version of the Indie. I don't know why these are all turned around. That drives me nuts, because I didn't do that. I don't know who else would have, but that's crazy. It's like I shuffled them backwards or something, because it's only over a few. But this is a gorgeous deck. This is one of my top. I've been looking forward to this deck since its inception. Since anybody even mentioned it, I've been looking forward to this deck. I pre-ordered it way back. Finally got it in August, and I love it. I love all of Tre Tarot's decks. I have all of them. And because I think they're so beautiful, I don't hardly use them, but I'm getting over that this year. I've used the Dragons, Smoke, Ash, and Embers quite a bit this year. In the beginning, I had a lot of Dragon Dreams. I've now used the Heartwood quite a bit, and paired it with the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. So my Oak, Ash, and Thorn actually got used, and then Thistledown I use with all of them, and I've used it by itself with other decks too. So Thistledown's probably one I've still used the most, but they're all gorgeous. So anyway, that was Heartwood. And the last one in August is the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic Tarot. Loved it. It opens like this. This is by Clarkson Potter Publishing. I have a few of their decks, but this is the first time I've actually enjoyed the cardstock, because it's not like rubber. It's like a nice matte. It is a giant oracle size, and so I shuffle it sideways, because there's no way I'm shuffling. That hurts my hands. It's just long enough. I mean, I can riffle shuffle. It just hurts my hands. But it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It reminds me of a couple other decks I have, and I just did that, didn't I? I turned them all around. But it's a gorgeous deck, and I love it to pieces. You guys know I love collage decks. And this one actually came with a little book, and then you can get a workbook, which I also bought later in September. That was just a huge in-depth walkthrough of this deck, and you can go through the workbook and do all kinds of stuff, and it's cool. I haven't done it all yet, but it's coming. This is more of a springy looking deck, so I think I used it enough to know I love it, and now it's probably going to be put away until spring. So the workbook probably won't get used until spring either. So last month, that was it for August. September, we have the one and only gift for the month of September, the Luminat Tarot. This was a indie deck gone mass market. It's by Lauren Aletta. Rockpool is the publisher. And OMG. So I want them to come out with the Oracle deck they have. I did not know the tarot ever existed. Look at that shimmy. It's gorgeous. It's nice matte. It shuffles amazing. Beautiful backs. Beautiful fronts. I used this quite a bit in the month of September. Because it's the deck I was looking forward to the most in September. It was the get for September. And my birthday month. And I just was like, could not put it down. And every time I did try to put it down, it was like, no, we're not done. I'm like, oh, crap. So, yeah, I pulled her a lot, and I do resonate with the Queen of Swords. So I think it's just a stunning deck. Connect and Free is the Oracle. And I've seen the Oracle. It's out of print. Hopefully they come out with that mass market, too, because that's the deck I really wanted. Did not know there was a tarot deck to go with it until I saw this going mass market. And I'm like, oh, I need that in my life. I did need it in my life because it's stunning. I freaking love it. 2 pieces. Love it. 2 pieces. So we got 2 decks left. Both Oracle decks. The Roll Oracle and the Truth Oracle. And let me tell you something. If you're doing any kind of past life work, any kind of mediumship work, any kind of ancestor work, This deck may bite you in the butt. Because, yeah, both of these. These are on Amazon. Those little $15, $16 decks that are like, oh, randomly. It says Trickendow 2020. This one was 2024. I think this one was 2023 or 2024 also. 2024. So both of these were done in 2024. They're matte, but they're glossy. But they're typical tarot size. Gorgeous back. If you have the Character Oracle, it's the same creators. I love these decks. And I used this one. And I had just got done doing Amethyst Ascension, Rochelle's not ancestor, past life work when I got these, and I'm like, I may do that again or do another past life where these decks are incorporated. I did use the Character Oracle, which is the same creators, and the Place Oracle, which is the same creators, and those were the bomb. Like, they were amazing. This Truth Oracle is the last thing I bought in September, pretty sure. And it ain't lying when it says it's going to hit the truth. But it's stunning. They're stunning. I actually went and did a heart walk, I think the day after I got this deck in the mail. And I'm like, let's see what this cards say for a heart walk. And it literally said, run away, get away, keep away, or give up. And I'm like, what? My husband was like, you heard the card. We shouldn't do this walk. I said, no, she's running towards something. So I think she's running toward the finish line. And we went, had a good time, and wound up finishing the walk. So, but I just found it interesting. And everything was in red, and she's wearing red. I just found all that very fascinating. But yeah, these are glossy too. And I mean, they're amazing. I love these decks. I don't know that there's any more on there that I want. If they come out with more that I want, I'll let y'all know for sure. But these were the last two I got in the month of September. I'm pretty sure this was the last one I bought in September, the Truth Oracle, for my birthday. But that is the 10 decks I got in the third quarter. Not the only 10 decks, but the top 10 decks that just kind of blew me away, or I was highly anticipating, or had me going, what? For like a split second, because I had no idea how powerful they were. But that's the top 10 decks of the quarter 3. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.